Good morning everybody, it's day 112. Welcome to another video and welcome to our hitchhiking diary. Today we'll take you with us from central Kutaisi, where we are right now, to the big mountains in Svaneti. And yeah, we're currently having breakfast with our lovely Couchsurfing host and eating some porridge to get strength for the way.
After coming back from Georgia's most dangerous road, we had a quick look at Kazbeki, a mountainous region along the Russian border, before heading to Kutaisi to rest for a few days.
We will start our day now. We have almost 300 kilometers, which is on these roads over 6 hours if you found a straight car. But of course there will be a lot of waiting times and so on. And yeah, we just left our host and his nice cat, and now we'll hitch right from the city center. It literally took 10 seconds until this guy took us. Madloba, thank you very much. And yeah, we just asked him to take us 2 or 3 kilometers. And yeah, I don't know where he's going. Kuda vi idiote? Kuda vi idiote? So this friendly gentleman brought us to his workplace. He's a mechanic a bit outside of the city, perfectly in our direction. And we are now looking for the next traffic light, where it will be a lot easier to find someone than just on the road. And yeah, next stop is Sametredia, then Sugdidi, and then Mestia. Mestia is like the capital of Svaneti region. Whew.
So we've been waiting for 20 minutes now, and
That's the record time for Georgia.
That's never happened to us, and now we're confused. What's wrong? Still no. And we don't know what we're doing wrong or what's wrong with the city here. It's kind of disappointing. Georgia, what's wrong? And after more than 30 minutes, finally we got a ride.
He goes to Batumi.
Oh yeah, he goes to
Really
Batumi.
where we are going, but at least it's a bit out of the city. Finally. Alex is very tired and she's annoyed when I try to annoy her. And these guys took us with me. Let's see where they go. Madloba, thank you very much. Oh. Oh. They're rearranging the boot. Where are you going? Sugdidi?
Yeah.
Ah, super, perfect.
Thank you.
Look at the sign. It says Baku and Yerevan. That's cool. We wanted to go to Baku, but Azerbaijan is unfortunately closed. Yerevan we've been not long ago. Awesome. Our ride has now invited us and driven us to Sugdidi and invites us for some fast food. We don't
Apparently
know exactly
it's
what it
Turkish,
is.
but we've never heard of it. So, and we have spent the last 2 months in Turkey. So let's see. Hello. Wow. Thank you. So now we can write on a sticky note. Wait, I can't see anything. Greetings from Austria. At Hitchhiking Diary.
So now we've been dropped here at the junction. This direction 136 kilometers, Mestia. And we have a nice Cocker Spaniel or whatever you are, who accompanies us and waits for a ride.
He is not nice. He was very rude to me.
Опа! Madloba! Куда вы идете? Сколько километров? 30. Oh, super.
Madlova, thank you.
Sitting here on the boring road. It's just another boring Monday afternoon. We're not wasting our time, we've got so much to do. La 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 la, but nothing ever takes us, and we wander.
Baby mitsingen.
Yee-hoo! So there was one guy that offered to drive us a couple kilometers, but then we drove over a bridge and we saw quite a nice river. So I said, hey, it's a hot summer day, let's go for a quick dip. And way out we went, and now we're gonna swim in this super cold, supposedly, river. And I will show you this paradise here a bit after Yuvari village. Nice. And the local kids enjoy it as well. And we found a ride for the next 70 kilometers. Where are we? In a truck.
With 2 people.
Nice. So, first lesson when you're in a car, try to get comfortable. So, we try to take that as seriously as possible. And we now got dropped here in the middle of nowhere. Let's see when the next car comes. And we did find a ride all the way to Mestia. Thank you very much, bro. Madloba, madloba. And yeah, that's probably the ride for the next 60 kilometers. So first step of the day will be achieved.
And finally we can look out the window. Now we can see something from the street.
From the truck you could see nothing. Another very important thing is that this guy, he's a taxi driver, but he is now going to his family. But which is very important is that you have to make sure before you enter the car, if you're both on same terms, that he doesn't expect money from you, which you don't have, and that there will be a fight at the end of the ride. So make sure in the first few kilometers or even before you get into the car that you have no money. It was no problem for him, he didn't expect any money anyways, but that's very important. It will save you from a lot of very uncomfortable situations. And you are now looking with our nice ride at Ushpa, the Matterhorn of the Caucasus region, and it looks absolutely stunning.
And hard. Very hard.
It looks super difficult. Yeah. It's considered one of the most difficult climbs in the former Soviet region, the Soviet Union, and yeah, I can see why. It's really, really impressive. 4,700 meters. Goodbye, friendly guy that brought us all the way to Mestia. There's some big 4,000 meter peaks over there where we're trying to go now. Here, for many people, starts a 3-day hike from Mestia here to Ushguli, which is like 40 or 50 kilometers. We will only do part of the hike because, yeah, the parts that look similar like in Austria we don't do, but the crazy parts in the big mountains we will do. Alex is tired because we went to sleep at like 2 a.m. yesterday, and now finally she gets a reward, a big chocolate
with
biscuit
coconut
cake.
And it tastes so good that I almost cried.
Oh yes. We have just heard that apparently the taxis here charge up to $100 one way to Ushguli from Mestia. So now we're gonna check out how bad the road actually is, if it's hitchhikeable, and yeah, you'll see soon.
Many times I have been in Bratislava, and after Bratislava it's by train.
Yeah, nice, perfect.
It's 45, 1 hour.
Yes.
It's very close, yeah. We have been taken after like 5 minutes of waiting, and one chocolate cake later, by a lovely couple, and they are bringing us to Bogreshi, which is like 20 kilometers, and from there it's only 10 kilometers to final destination where we can start the hike. So we were dropped off at this road here that goes to Adishi. Thank you very much. We got a yogurt for the way, and there's lots of cows. So far the road was very good. Apparently there's like a 6-kilometer stretch that is only passable by four-wheel drive cars. And yeah, the road that we have to take now is gonna be a lot worse.
So now only...
Hello! Yes! Yes! So everywhere here in the Venezia region there is these kind of towers, and every big family, as it turned out, has one of these. So the guy that just dropped us off here, he said that this is his family's tower and this is his friend's family tower and so on. So that's kind of fun. I don't know exactly what they are for. He said that the cows used to live on the bottom floor and the humans were living on the top floor. Yeah, I don't know. Lots of nice cows here, very friendly ones. And yeah, it's crazy how they control the traffic here. If they stand here, there's nothing going through and they do not change their course. And we have now been waiting here for over an hour, and this is the first car that is coming. Unfortunately, it's in the wrong direction, but maybe it will come back again. We got Wi-Fi from this nice family here, so we are of course taking our Instagram business seriously. And it's 2.5 hours that we waited, and now we call it a day and pitch up our tent and hope that we find something tomorrow morning. And it changed right when we wanted to call it a day. We made it, we're in a car. And
we're not in a car.
We're in a pickup truck. And yeah, that's gonna save us a lot of walking for tomorrow. We have finally made it to the small village of Adishi. There's really not much going on here. There's a few houses. And yeah, it took us quite a while. It was a very bumpy ride, but I hope it's gonna be worth it. We'll now try to find a campsite somewhere in the dark, have dinner in the tent, and then start early tomorrow morning to a nice hike to a glacier. And I already could see one of these big mountains here. They're almost 5,000 meters high, so yeah, stay tuned for that. That's it for today of hitchhiking. Tomorrow we go hiking. Good morning everybody, day 113 on the road. We made it to Adishi village and we pitched our tent just outside of it. I'll show you. Hello! Who just woke up? You can see the nice village here with these lovely towers I was talking about yesterday. And we will follow this beautiful valley here all the way to a glacier and then go up these mountains, and on the other side, after like a 20-kilometer hike, we will be in Ushguli, the highest town in Europe.
Really?
So it's now been around half an hour or 45 minutes that we've been on hiking, and it's the first time that there's an absolutely gorgeous panorama. Look at that. This is the mountain, the Matterhorn of the Caucasus that we saw yesterday. This is Tetnuldi, 4,900 almost. And then there's all the other huge peaks of the Caucasus, 5,000 plus meters. Just amazing to walk here, you just feel so small. It's amazing. So we are now here very close to the glacier. We wanted to go all the way to the glacier, but there's so much melting snow that the river here is just too big to cross. So it's too much of a hassle to get there. So we just have to look at it from here. And we've had another opportunity to lose a lot of money. If you cross this small river here by horse, they charge you like 20 lari, which is around 7 or 8 euros for this 5-meter river. And yeah, now we're gonna show them how to cross the river and combine it with a quick dip.
Now Bernie is trying to cross the river with his backpack on. He's gonna go there and there and there, but the currents here are very strong. My backpack is already on the other side. Coole Socke!
Well, that was a nice and refreshing part of the hike. We're now going through beautiful flower fields and we'll make a big break at a nice view where you have the massive mountains and the glacier all in one. Backpacks away, enjoy this view. It is brutally hot. There's a bunch of small springs, but they take like 5 minutes to fill up a liter bottle. You don't have to take more than 2 liters with you because there are springs, but I would advise you to start early because then you avoid the crowds and the heat. No photos, no videos, and we took dozens of them to this place justice. So I think if you have only a few days in Georgia, this is the place to come to. And even if you cannot do the 2, 3, 4 day hike here from Mestia to Ushguli, hitchhike to Adishi, and then do the 1 day trek here where you have these kind of crazy views, and then hitchhike from the main road again to Ushguli. It's gonna be really worth it. Now you can see where we started from. We went all the way up here, across the river, went up, and now we go down into this valley and back to the main road. We want to have our own peak, so there is a small peak over there, a bit over 2,800, which will be directly noted into our peak notebook, and we'll have a gorgeous view. Now we're descending on the other side. Another 10 kilometers to go. After almost 6 hours of hiking now, we made it to the first village. It's called Calde. From here it's another 3 or 4 kilometers to the main road. I've already seen the first car. I don't know if it's possible to hitchhike here or if the traffic is too little. We'll find out. If there's no cars, we have another 4 kilometers to go.
After waiting for 1 hour at this super small village, we now decided to walk the last 5 kilometers on the road, which is kind of boring, but necessary.
Alex is already becoming grumpy because there's no cars here and the tour is now not 17 but 21 kilometers. But yeah, nothing I could do.
We made it to the main road after 19 kilometers or 18.
Yeah, it was
I don't know.
over 20 in the end. We were very dusty, look at that.
Yeah, we are very, very dusty.
바로 스키어. 머리가 쉬워. 바로 신나해. Oh no.
Woo! Austria! Nice. So now our backpacks are on. Hope they're secure. Amazing.
Still good.
Do you want to go see the glacier?
We've been to another huge glacier. We made it with this crazy car where everyone just told us you need a 4-wheel drive to the highest permanently settled town in Europe. I don't know why it's Europe because we're far from Europe, but that's how they say on Wikipedia. We are now getting out for the 5th time because it's just too heavy for this car, but it can manage. So, Ushguli is a very pretty village, and here our hitchhiking diary will come to an end. We will probably pitch our tent somewhere, and yeah, thank you very much for joining our adventure. Be sure to be part of the next adventure, which will be from Batumi to Istanbul by hitchhiking. So tomorrow we'll try to get to Batumi, chill there for a little bit, and then hitchhike across Turkey. So thank you very much.
Bye.
And have a good night.
Stay tuned.